Welcome, EMF Warriors, to the EMF Warriors Newtopia main library. Yes, you have gotten here by going to emfwarriors.newtopia.co, not .com. Just keep that in mind. All right, now that you're here, you can have a view of what you would see just if you have not signed up before and if you've never logged in. So once you sign up, you'll get an email response to your mailbox to confirm on this library, and it will take you to a page where you will sign in, and once you sign in, you'll be taken directly to the library's playlist. The library is me, Mr. Spock. That's right, even though I don't look like Mr. Spock, that is me. I will think that you will have signed up and you will sign in to your account. This is not my main account. This is a secondary account. All right. Once you sign in, watch what happens. You'll come in. You'll always be brought to the EMF library and all the playlists. So that's why it's actually quite good to actually sign up for the library. You'll always be directed here to the playlist every time you sign in. Another thing you want to do is you want to follow me, the EMF library. I'll show you what it looks like. Follow, unfollow, like this. You get a little confirmation when you do that. So make sure you're following the library, and I'll show you why right now. Let's say if you've been wandering around in here, you just got in here for the first time, you're like, oh, here's my profile and here's my content and playlist. I'm just gonna go to my content and cool, what is this? There's no content. Of course, I didn't add any content to Newtopia. So wait, I guess I could go back to the library that way, but maybe you're like searching around in here, you're like looking. I did create some playlists for this account earlier, just don't mind this. All right, but anyway, just assume that you don't have any playlists, you don't have any content. How do you get back to the library? Well, right here, you can see followers and following, and if you're following the library, you just click on the library like that. There you go. You get back to me and my content, my playlist. Courses and projects are not really being used at the moment in the library. So click on playlists. You'll come back here to all the main playlists in the library. Just to note, these little comments here are to let you know how many comments are embedded within the particular playlist. So like in this deeper science with EMFs, there's 2 comments altogether. Most of these comments at this time are mine, letting you know other stuff that might be useful to you once you go into those playlists. So let's actually dive into a playlist for a moment. All you need to do is, you don't click up here, you click on the words down here. So I'll just go into smart meter specifics. This one was the most recent playlist I've created just because there's been enough talk on Facebook about smart meters and specific stuff with smart meters. I decided to just go ahead and create a smart meter playlist specifically. You can go back this way to all the playlists again. I have a new one for history of EMFs. Here in the EMF Warriors library info, this is kind of like me, the librarian, letting you know what might be going on, other good videos to watch. There's really not a lot here now, but I imagine in the future this will get filled out a little bit more. You can watch the actual launch trailer again if you wanted to view some stuff. I also have, what's nice is I have a couple like images I've even put in here, like this. Be sure to follow the EMF library, like that. You know, good stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and go back. Actually, you can go back to my playlists in a couple ways. I'm going to show you another way. Like right here, EMF library, you can click on that little thing right there and then go to playlists again like this. What's pretty cool is that depending on, if you're a new user, like to this library, you definitely want to keep scrolling down like this. See how the playlist, you just go scroll down, 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 down. A lot of people miss that. They'll think right here is really all the playlists there are in the library, but they'll populate more as you go down like that. You can see everything there. So make sure you don't miss out on any of these playlists because there's some really good stuff in here. If you're a new user or a new person just learning about EMFs in general, there's a lot of stuff here where like You have basic training for EMFs, what parents need to know, a lot of stuff for kids in here. Beneficial EMFs are natural EMFs versus the artificial ones we're all exposed to every day. Just like you can see all the connections, like how you measure EMFs, stuff about the future going on, diseases, specifics with diseases. Deeper science with EMFs are a lot of stuff with actual journals and medical journals, papers, things like that. That gets really deep. If you're a scientist, definitely check this one out. Dr. Jack Cruz, he has a lot of really cool stuff in here. He's a great resource for EMFs as well. I really recommend you go over to his site, jackcruz.com. This is probably also a really heavily populated playlist, so that's why I just brought this up so you can see like all the content in here. I think there's over 100 pieces of content at the moment. From audio, you can listen to audio, there's audio formats, there are just actual like PDF papers in here as well. So PDF in Utopia works a little more interesting. What did I just do? I just clicked back off. Sorry, guys. It's repopulating the playlist at the moment. All right. All right, here we go. So when you're in a PDF, just keep in mind that you need to actually, like if I were to scroll down, there's like this outer bar of scrolling just for the page itself like this, but there's also an inner bar, and this inner bar will scroll the whole content down like that. So just keep that in mind when sometimes depending on the file format you're looking at. If it's a YouTube video, you're not going to see this. If it's a PDF, you might come across this. So I wanted to point that out. Also, if you look like at any time, like you might find a comment in here. If you click on this, the comment will automatically appear down here. So it says view original to access video. I put that in there because this didn't upload well into the library. I want to view original. I can always go to the original source and look at it. So I'm going to do that, view original, and it took me to a YouTube. I'm just going to pause this. It took me to a YouTube video, and now I can actually watch this video with Dr. Jack Cruz right there. So you'll see this happening from time to time. This is a newer software, and we're looking to resolve certain videos and such. Sometimes when the video has special permissions, or when the piece of content might have like pop-ups or ads or blockers, things like that, occasionally the interpretation to the original source gets a little bit botched like this, and you won't be able to play directly on the video. So I'll put in comments over here. If you have a comment that you want to put in here, you're allowed to put it over here. But really, I'm trying to use these comments for library upkeep. So if you really want to contact me about a video, I'd rather have you go to the Facebook webpage and just contact me there. You'll get faster response, or even like if you send an email like to hello@emfwarriors.com. It will go directly to us, and we can sort it out faster that way. We do look at the comments from time to time in the library, but it might be a much longer delay if you go that route. So what else don't you know about? So you can go into your account. You can edit your account, put up a little image if you want, your name, who you are. You can fill out the basics, do this sort of stuff. You can also go and create, like I said before, you can create your own playlists. You can add stuff, I'll just do this for you real quick. So you create a playlist, you can call this, EMF Warrior intro stuff, junk. Oh, I don't know. I'll just say that. Yeah, so I'll save this off. Now I have a playlist. Now I can actually actually this is wrong. This is creating a course. But now that I created that playlist, you can go to content at the EMF Warriors. No, look at what I did here. I want to go back to following, and I want to look at the EMF library. Let's say I want to find stuff related to the mitochondria. So mitochondria, hit return, and it will bring up all of the all of the content it can find on mitochondria. So right here, this is a good one. Just click on this. Mitochondrial chaperone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I have this. Now, if I want to add this to my playlist, I can't remember how to, oh yeah, this is how I do it. I can bookmark it. Success, I have bookmarked it. Okay, I can also share it out to people as well, but if I look, I believe, on my content now and look under bookmarked like this, now there it appears. See how that worked? So under my content, under bookmarked, because I bookmarked that piece of content I liked, now I can add it to the playlist I've already created. I created that crazy EMF Warriors intro stuff junk, which is going to be added. I just added that. I click away from here to get rid of this menu like this. Now I'll go back to my playlist and look at that, look inside here. And it's going to it, and it should find that one piece of content I just added. Beautiful. I can do that if I want to. But really the point of the library is for you to go ahead, for you to like, you know, find what you want in the EMF Warriors library, and probably don't have to deal with all this extra stuff unless you are really like diligent and disciplined and you're really looking to organize things on your own into your stuff. You can do that, obviously. So I think we have just about finished with the library details here. I mean, like, you know how to search here. You can search whatever you want. EMF libraries, if you're following me, you know, I'll go back to the EMF library here. If you're following me, if it's all good, you see every time you log in, you'll go to playlists. It's all good. You're going to find these playlists just continuously populating. Content's going in all the time. Right at this moment, there's like over 1,400 pieces of content that's there now, but you know, on a daily basis, it just keeps expanding. So come back, enjoy, and I'm glad you're an EMF warrior with us. Hope this has been a good video for you. If you have any other questions, like I said, go ahead and join the Facebook group, and we will see you there. Good luck.